Morning. I still have a bit of a cold going on, if you can't tell in my voice, but I want to show you what we got yesterday for the barn. This came in yesterday afternoon. I unloaded it off the semi, we uncrated it, we assembled it, and we started playing with it. Here it is. Tire changer and wheel balancer. As you can see, we've already started dismantling. With the fleet of 20 trucks, actually it's 19, a good portion of them, I want to say 3/4 of them, need new rear tires for winter. Basically they need snow tires put on them. And so we did the math and we found out it was going to be 48 tires that need to be changed and balanced. And with the labor alone with 48 tires, it was actually cheaper to buy a tire machine and balancer and do it ourselves than it was to pay to have the 48 tires done. So this will actually, to do those 48 tires, it'll actually pay for itself, but we'll also have it for future things. And I had one request when we were ordering this, is I wanted to be able to do motorcycle tires. And this will do motorcycle tires. We can balance them and even change them. So it was a plus for me. That's why we did it. Why we got this machine. It has a turning table, the tire clamps, rim clamps, the bead breaker, the helping arm thingamabob. We haven't decided. We're toying with names for this. It's either going to be the octopus or Medusa. We haven't decided yet what we're naming this machine, but I think we're leaning towards Medusa. And then the wheel balancer. This is an old trailer tire we had up on the loft, and we threw it on here just to kind of get a feel for the wheel balancer and how it works. I've never messed with one before. My son has, and he's like the big reason why we bought this setup is because, I mean, he used to do all this crap for a living for a while before he worked his way up in the ranks and got, you know, an actual mechanic's license. So he's going to kind of show me how all this works. Hopefully he'll teach me. And as you can see, the barn is not packed for winter yet. This was another issue that developed. The alternator went out of it, so when you're running it, it drains the battery. The battery's still good. The battery will take a charge, but the alternator's bad. So I've got an alternator coming. It should probably be here tomorrow, I believe, so we can get that up and going again. This truck is real close to being done. Hopefully it gets knocked out of the shop today. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go chisel plow some corn ground. We have one cornfield left that we have to get chisel plowed. It rained this morning, but I don't feel it was enough rain to stop me from plowing. And I have to use the little plow on this field. So I gotta go throw this monitor and globe in the little tractor that's out in the field, and then I can start plowing. It's about a 62 acre chunk. Yeah, 62 acres. And I'm gonna be plowing it with our 14-foot plow. So it's gonna be a small plow and slow going, but it'll get there. But everything here is washed and winterized, so it is ready to go be put away for winter. I need to bring the two big tractors home. They're hooked to plows out in the fields. Those tractors need to get power washed, and then we're ready to pack the barn for winter. But it's something that I want to get done like in the next couple days. But in order to do that, I got to get this guy out of the way to do it. Also need to empty the barn out, and we have a lot. This freaking mess has got to get cleaned up. Our scrap pile's got to go. All these wood pallets got to go. All this has got to get pulled out of here. Everything over here has to get pulled out. And back in the corner behind that boat is a bunch of crap that's got to get cleaned out as well in order to pack the barn for winter. So we got a couple days in here before the barn gets packed for winter, I'm sure. But needless to say, I've got the 62 acres of corn ground left that has to get plowed, so we get soil on top of the corn stalks to help break it down over winter, so we don't create an issue in the spring trying to work it up and plant it. And I'm using the little plow on corn ground simply because of the fact that I still have the old John Deere plow points that throw the, like, their twist point or twist shovel, I guess you want to call it. What it does is it grabs the dirt, throws it up in the air and kind of off to the side, and throws dirt on top of the stalks. The Richmond Brother points that we have on the big plow, I absolutely love those points. They're awesome points, but they don't put enough dirt on top of the corn stubble ground, I have found. So the little plow still had the old John Deere plow points on it, and I decided to try that in the corn ground, and that works better than the Richmond Brother points. As much as I don't want to eat crow on that one, I will. So we'll keep the little plow for corn ground, the big plow for soybean stubble. All right, at any rate, let's grab this globe monitor, throw it in the pickup, go out to the tractor, install these things, and then get the plowing. And I really do feel fine. I mean, I got a little bit of a headache, but it's kind of like a congestion headache. And everything I have, I'm like coughing up phlegm, and I've got a snotty nose, and you know, it's just a cold. But I've had it for almost a week now, and it doesn't seem to be getting much better. The last 2 nights I have not been able to sleep real well because of the fact that I'm like coughing all night long. And last night I found sleeping on my stomach, I was able to get a little bit of sleep, but I was still coughing. I was just like, ugh, I don't know. Hopefully I kick it before Thanksgiving, because we're supposed to have a few people over for Thanksgiving, but we'll see if that happens. We just had a rain shower pop through, but it's still plowing good. So we'll keep rolling. Yeah, it's rained enough now that I'm starting to get wheel slippage. So I called for an Uber. I'm gonna shut her down and go get my truck and head back to the barn now. It was a valiant effort. So hopefully later today it'll quit raining and the ground will dry up just a tick, so I can come back out here. Because the wind is blowing. The wind's blowing 40 miles an hour right now, and it has gusts that high. So if it quits raining with the wind blowing like it is, it'll dry out. I just need it to dry just enough that I can get traction. Once I get traction, we're good to go. Because I'm not pulling at speed because I have wheel slippage going on. Well, it finally quit raining, I don't know, a couple hours ago, and I actually got busy in the barn here. We were messing around with some tires and things like that. And I finally got this truck out of here that was sitting here. And now it's 5 o'clock and it's still a little greasy on top. So, because I was thinking about going and plowing yet tonight, but I don't think I can. The problem is they're talking rain the next few days. But I looked at the hour by hour and it's not supposed to start raining till about 11 o'clock or around noon tomorrow. So I might just plow first thing in the morning until it starts raining and then come back to the barn here. But I got to get this pile of crap cleaned up and that pile of crap cleaned up in order to start packing the barn for winter. And I'm toying with the idea of messing around with that yet this evening. That way it's just like one less thing on my plate. But we'll see. I'm also kind of feeling like going home and relaxing too. So we'll see what happens. It's a start. At least I can walk over here now. Look at so much room for activities. It's amazing how much crap you accumulate over the summer. But everything that was shipped to us, like the wheel balancer, the tire machine, the waste oil burner, all came on those pallets. Oh, and combine parts. When I replaced the throat in the combine, that's what some of those are for also. But at any rate, I am hungry, so I think I'm going to call it a night, go home and eat. Probably edit this video and just start a new one tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.